it's a pretty happy day. We got one extra guy and kind of some slow short row chopping. So they're gonna peck away at that for about 10 loads to finish off the bunker over there. Then we're gonna come back here and top off the second bunker, which then I'll have to jump in a truck. But until then, I got a manure pit that is full in the back end, because there's a big crust, and in the back end it's about that much higher than where we're pushing it in, which is weird, but it is. And then in the front it's like 2 foot down, so I got to suck a bunch out of the front and hopefully it slumps forward, because that just ain't no fun. And I didn't feel like unhooking a disc bind, and I haven't run this thing pretty much since this spring chisel plowing, and I'm ready to. Had to throw some hydraulic oil in it. Then I decided I better flip the drawbar around, because we're going to be running the orange tank out there, and that one, the hitch has got to be pretty high up, otherwise you're just asking to snap axles. But let's get with it. So this is what I was talking about with switching that drawbar up. You can see it's probably only an inch, maybe 2, where it flips up versus being flipped down. But if you follow this frame back, you can see that couple extra inches up there, because this thing pivots back here and this axle goes here. So there's only about 3-4 inches there, which if you hit a bump, that'll come up fast. And basically the whole weight of the tank will rest on one axle, taking all that force if you hit a bump, and it'll snap it clean off. And if you get into a situation where one of these back tires are a little low, or even a lot of low, flat, it'll kind of preset that tandem so that front one's even higher. So you really got to watch these back tires, make sure they got air in them. The more you know. So as you can see, we got a good, probably damn near 3 feet, but the farther you go back, she's right up to the wall there, trying to push it in there. That don't work. So we're gonna blast it, and hopefully we can cut away at this crust here, and all that will slump forward, in theory. Well, it would appear that only 15 minutes did not make a difference, and I got a phone call that I gotta go drive truck now, which is bad news. I don't get to haul manure, but at the same time that means that the pit over there is pretty much full, and that's number 2, 3, whatever, that's the second one full. And yeah, we only got one that probably needs about 20 more loads, so one more long day and that one will be full, and then we'll be done. Well, it is looking like we are going to have some rather dry corn to top off that second bunker. Yikes. A lot of these ears are splitting, and oh boy. That stuff don't look terrible, but I imagine you get in it a little more. It's just about the same as this. And this strip, you get way out there, it looks like we should be combining it instead. Them damn dry ears, I tell ya. Well, I just got dumped. My dad said, well, you won't have to come back. So I guess this means we're not going to chop that strip right there. Don't know why. I guess we'll see at the pit. Maybe my uncle called him from the pit and said that's enough. Just weird. Whatever. Yeah. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with being done. Well, joke's on me. We were not done. There's this little pocket here that Dad skipped when we were chopping. This borders the fence with the cow pasture, so he can't chop both sides of it, which is why he skipped it. For some reason, he felt the need to come back and do it. So now he's just going to have to keep pecking away at this top side, and then drive back all the way through the hayfield and back around. Just keep going around and around, taking half a pass at a time. I wouldn't have been offended if he would have just left that to combine, but No, it won't be the worst thing to have some actually pretty green stuff on top of the pile, help weight it down. You know, there's just signs that it's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day. Did I say it was going to be a good day? God, that was stupid. Why do I say those things? I kicked the PTO on and nothing was coming out the back, and then I discovered that nothing was really getting past this point. So I took a plate off here, and yeah, right about here there's a big slug of like hay and sand and just not really good stuff. And that gap in the impeller seems like it's a lot more than it should be, but one problem at a time. Ah, Christ, I'm getting really good at tearing this tank apart. At least that's a silver lining in all this. And just like that, put all back together, ready to go again. I'm getting way too good at tearing this thing apart and putting it back together. I'm kind of like the shittiest NASCAR crew. Oh, look at that. We are spreading up a storm. A dust storm mostly, but my God, we're doing it. Got a lot of ground to cover yet. Oh man, would you just look at that butte? Oh, so pretty. I was hoping Danny would want to take the pretty one so I could take the ugly one, but I guess not. That's fine. I'm fine with it. Just wanted to drive a new tractor for once. Oh, what a beaut. God damn, we actually got all three 2150 whites going to work today. It's pretty neat. Well, that thing made it through 2 loads. Hopefully it sticks around long enough. And hopefully that wasn't a terrible investment. We'll see. So far it's looking alright. You find the damnedest things out here in these fields. I don't want to talk about it. Still a beaut. So Danny actually stopped and he said the tractor's running out nice, but the no air conditioning thing kind of sucks. And here I was kind of complaining about my AC working half the time, because I'm guessing it's just a little low on Freon. It'll kick on and then cool down and then kick off for a bit, back and forth. So I'm pretty sure that just needs to be charged. So with a half working AC system, these nice tinted windows, it ain't too bad in here. And I laughed because I was gonna take that tractor and let him take this one, but he was all fired up to take that one, so sorry about it. Well, good morning. We're back out to the pit here. We're gonna pump some more manure today. And oh, it's Monday today, and my Sunday was quite ruined by the new white. Danny was running it Saturday, hauling manure, and he said every now and then it just kind of put down and die, which 9 times out of 10 is plugged fuel filter. So I was like, oh, whatever. I didn't change that one when I did the rest of the filters because I thought it looked good. And hindsight, that was kind of dumb because I should have just did it. So we changed the filter, and the line that goes into the filter here, that was all gummed up and just didn't flow fuel hardly at all. So that might have even been the problem, not the filter. So we threw that on, fired up the tractor, and it ran for probably, I don't know, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, and then died. And I cannot get that damn thing to bleed through or to prime or to get fuel to the injectors at all. So until I get that one running, I'm not going to change this fuel filter, because I kind of looked at this one and it's not quite clear. You really can't see, but it's probably due to be changed. But I don't need two tractors that don't run because of the same problem. So my golden rule, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So we ain't gonna fix it. We're just gonna fire her up and let her rip. Oh, it's so close. And I'm still trying to decide if I should top this thing off with Freon or not. I think it's not even supposed to get up to 70 today, so it should be fine. And hopefully the weather's just going to stay nice and cool from here on out, so I don't have to put it in just to lose some. And we're kind of low on oil. I suppose I should go get some oil. I don't want to run out of that. That'd be bad. Got one tractor that can't hold fuel and one tractor that can't hold oil. Yeah. We are down at the bottom of ad. We should probably do something about that. I just got to see if I got engine oil here, which I don't. God damn it. Well, we just got our oil filled up, and I tell you, the old tall stack oil fill and dipstick coming out of the hood, huge pain in the ass when you're trying to put these hoods on after even taking them off. On and off, it really sucks, and they might look a little goofy to some people, but so easy to put oil in. I mean, you got a big wide mouth up here away from everything. Paint even chips off it sometimes. That's fine. Well, yeah, you got this big old mouth here. You don't need a funnel. Easiest tractor on the phone to put oil in. And somehow I didn't even leak hydraulic fluid out last night. Or Saturday, whatever day I was using. So that's a little shocking. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and not put Freon in it, because the way it's looking, it's gonna get cooler, and I'll probably be running the heater before long anyway, and I don't really want to put it in just for it to leak out, especially if I'm not really even gonna need it. So we're gonna run her today. Oh, that's nice. Well, pleasant surprise. I'm just an idiot. I thought that switch had to be on for the air conditioning, but apparently when you turn it off, the compressor runs all the time and it's working just fine. But I don't even need it, so that's good. Nothing's wrong. I'm just an idiot. That's usually how these things go. Well, good to see the old 220 back out of the shed for a while. The other skid loader broke down, so that one got called up and I guess mixed feed for a day or two. So we had one skid loader broke down, and of course the new white. I don't know if I mentioned anything previously, because that one made me mad. What I thought was a plugged fuel filter making it die out. So I changed the fuel filter, discovered the fuel line was awfully bad, so I put a new fuel line on it. And then even after all that, I could not get it running. And then discovered that the fuel solenoid inside the injection pump there is bad. So got a new one of those. That didn't seem to make a difference. And finally pulled it around, got it running, and now it'll still die occasionally. So I'm hoping that might just be a little air in the system, hopefully. I don't know. This tractor is really making me bang my head against the wall. conditioning. It ain't too bad of a ride. One thing I really liked about the two 150s is they're good and long, so that it's a nice smooth going over bumps and just nice.